Preparation auction is set off.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will be first on the attack. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense has its first opportunity of the day. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fakes to grab. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Bringing it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll try the toss to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Denmark. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. And the Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. It's Denmark. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1? Yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals, and you have...
Turning it on! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gouged, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Quick spin on the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And I like it. No hesitation, belief in my offensive unit. 4th and short equals success for me. I want the touchdown now set up on a first and goal situation because of good physical play.
The Nittany Lions have it with a first and goal. Makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there and then create a negative play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Makes the grab on the ball. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Wants to go up top. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Got it near midfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed... yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Looking for space, it's Cruz. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the returner goes down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He'll take another shot here. It's a big stride inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Penn State! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the...
He's loose on the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
To the air on first down. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
To tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they... Gang tackling. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Fires left. He makes a catch. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
He's brought down at
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working the middle. There he goes. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 13 over Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it along the sideline. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how... explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They'll run the toss. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Stroud. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for...
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. Continues to fight for yards. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback...
Turns on the Jets. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
It's now 4th and goal.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. From the gun. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Dropping back, it's Cavazos. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about it.
Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. With the catch, it's Cruz. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case. And
this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Cavazos. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. He'll try the left side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He lofts one down the sideline. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Cavazos. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Turning it on. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Finds a man on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The quick out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Quick pass on the fly motion. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in.
Oh, he's got some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? Fourth down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball in an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the right. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Using the quick game. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this